Hey guys, so just a quick intro. This is my first time making a video on this kind of thing, but essentially I want to make this little series on kind of like mechanic talks. So me being just a regular redstone mechanic that I do every day, I talk about things that I run into as a mechanic for all the car people out there, car enthusiasts that don't want to work in a shop or haven't got the opportunity to and think that do they need to work in a shop to get good at what they think as a passion, or do they think it's necessary, or what are ways to get started. And I can get into a lot of things as we go on, and if people request more information on things like that. But this first video is just like an intro and just something to talk about, to put something out there and get some ideas and feedback essentially. So I get asked a lot what started me doing these mechanic tip videos that I'm sure everyone have seen on YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, where I have the 33,000 followers on Instagram. If you haven't seen me over there yet, go check it out. And it's also grown this YouTube channel up to 2,200 subs so far just with Reels, and that's honestly pretty awesome. Like, I can't wait to grow this a lot more as I develop different ideas. But I've been a redstone mechanic for 6 years now, and my passion for cars started way before that. I was probably, I don't know, I was like 10 years old, and I was on Reddit for hours and hours, and not just Reddit, YouTube videos, and most of the time I was either obsessed with Hondas at the time or Subarus, or yeah, you can probably judge me for liking Subarus, but there's just like a certain make and model I was obsessed with at the time as I grew into things, and I researched everything top to bottom, and I just learned a lot of just general things, but specific things about every car, where I got to the point where I would know a lot of weird things about every car. It could be like a defect or a recall or little things to know about it if I were to go look at one that most people wouldn't know. And that eventually just turned into an obsession essentially. So after that, and now the reason why I made this series is because manufacturers and the internet, they make things really hard to find nowadays when it comes to information and maintenance records and like all that kind of stuff when it comes to work on your car, because they don't want that, because less money that goes into the shop, people want to make money too, so they're trying to push people to go to the shop to spend $200 an hour versus fixing it for themselves for $50, and that's where I come in essentially, and I try to help people who don't want to spend the time to learn cars, or don't know where to get started, or are unsure of what they're doing. And since I do this every day, I'm pretty confident in my ability and my knowledge, so I like to share whatever I can to make it as simple as possible for anyone who is just getting started, or I just try to make it as simple as possible so anyone can learn from it and build up from there, and then eventually like it'll become common knowledge just like it has for me over the last 6 years. So that's the main reason why I started mechanic tips in general. I just had so much knowledge to share, especially an everyday thing. I have 2 to 3 apprentices or more that I have with me on my shift, and I'm constantly teaching, and of course having eyes on the back of my head to make sure they don't hurt themselves. But I feel like I enjoy teaching, and I do enjoy seeing people grow as they get better and better, and they get faster, they learn more, and they become a better tech in general. And that's just the work side of things. But when it comes to the car enthusiast side and the passion project side, it's cool to see people improve and get their build to where they want it. And if I ever have a part in that, and it just is a good thing I want to be a part of, and help people get to where they want to be for just their car build in general. They don't have to be a professional mechanic or anything. You honestly don't need to work in a shop for 10 years to be good at this stuff, really. It does help. You really just know the insights of the industry more or less, but it really just takes dedication and the want to do it. You have to put in the work, you have to watch YouTube, go on Reddit, you have to put in the hours. Same thing that I put in the hours in the trade, go to trade school, 40 hours a week or more. I used to work for the last 6 years. Either way, you're gonna get to that goal, but you have to put in the time, and you have to actually want to do it, or you're never gonna make it happen. That's how it works. Yeah, I wanted to make a dent in the industry when it comes to information these days is just how all the information is locked up in paywalls or locked by car manufacturers. You need special tools, expensive tools. You need Mitchell or All Data, or any of those programs are super expensive to even get information on anything at all. And some people are just unsure and don't want to mess up the car, so they bring it to the shop anyway. So I try to bridge that gap a little bit and make all these things I'm learning a little bit more accessible to the general public that just own a car and they want to know how to not get scammed at the shop, or how to make things cheaper. You can go buy a filter yourself and save a few bucks, or buy this tool for really cheap instead of buying Snap-on. And that's essentially where I want to get with this. And if there's any things people want me to talk about, if there's anything I know or a topic I want my opinion, I can definitely do that. But when I make these videos, like, I don't want to come off like I know everything, because I don't at all. I'm still learning as I go. Even when I'm working, I run into new things every day, and that's the whole part of it, is you're constantly learning and you really never will know everything. You essentially need to specialize in something you're good at. Like me, I am pretty much the top diagnostic tech. Like, mostly all I do now is engine lights and diagnosing problems, because that's where I found my strengths were. And I would say, if you know something you're good at or something you enjoy doing, I would stick to that a little bit more than everything else. It's not bad to be good at everything, but we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and you progress a lot faster when you take those into effect. So when it comes to my channel and like making videos, I don't have a lot of cars to work on or make educational videos as in like the long form things go. That's why I make the reels as I run into things, and it's just quick information because people consume it a lot faster than watching a 20-minute video on how to replace a water pump on this certain car. Even though if I do have to do that, I will be making videos on the caravan I have or anything else like that. Just it's not like an everyday thing for me, which kind of sucks, because I would definitely like to make videos more in depth. But I hope to get to that point in this channel where I can do that and people want it. But right now, I just wanted to explain where the Mechanic Tips series came from the best I can, and pretty much the future of this channel, of where I want to go. And I hope to see the future of this channel, and hopefully we can grow this to make a difference in the car industry and the car world in general. And I hope to see you guys next time.